New sunscreen day. Okay, I have a lot of new sunscreens. We're gonna be testing all of the Dewy Tree sunscreens I unboxed in my Stylevana haul that was sent to me for free by Stylevana and Dewy Tree. Thank you guys so much. So I thought we'd start with this one. Urban Shade Derma Panthenol 5 Moist Barrier Sun SPF50 Plus PA 4 Pluses Zinc Mineral Sun Calm and Repair. It's 1.35 fluid ounces, which is slightly less than a typical facial sunscreen, which is usually around 1.69 or 1.7. Dewy Tree is a Korean brand. They do have an expiration date at the top. 1 and 2 fingers. 1/4 teaspoon face is what the FDA recommends, and 1/4 teaspoon for ears and neck. There we go. It's probably slightly more than I need. Let's see here. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't stay. Oh, small spots. I forgot this was zinc. Let's work this in. Fragrance free. This is very nice, you guys. It has taken me a little bit of effort to rub it in. This is their Zinc Mineral Sun Cream for calming and repairing your skin barrier. It's 1.35 fluid ounces. I'll pop the price point right up here on the screen. And I tested this out in May of this year for a full 5 days. All right, initial thoughts is that it does make my eyebrows slightly clump up in my eyebrows a little bit. It feels very moisturizing, very lightweight. I found it to be lightweight on the skin. I found it to be non-irritating. It was great around my eyes. I did not have any stinging feeling at all. It is fragrance free, wonderful. It feels nice and soothing. I didn't notice it once I put my makeup and foundation on. It looks gorgeous, absolutely beautiful under foundation and makeup. It does look beautiful under foundation, but I did have to use bronzer because I felt like it was too much of a white cast. It is not water resistant, so it's recommended for daily wear only, not for sweaty activities or the pool. The one con that I found out about this was the white cast. Now on my skin tone, it had a very mild white cast, but enough of one that I would not feel comfortable wearing this out and about without any foundation or makeup on top. So I think this will definitely have a white cast on darker skin tones. This is formulated with Panthenol, which hydrates your skin deeply and soothes it. So this is great for dry or combination leaning dry skin. New sunscreen day. Urban Shade Anti-Pollution Sun SPF 50 Plus by, of course, Dewy Tree. You get 1.69 fluid ounces. It does have an expiration date here on the back. All right, I'm excited. I gotta pull my hair back. Okay, my hair's still drying this morning. First, it is a light pink shade, and then we're gonna scoop it up as best we can. This one does feel thicker. I've got a little bit left on my hands, but as you can see, I need to add more. Okay, it feels thick going on. It does have that herbal scent to it. It's definitely a pink color. Oh, but it's doing well into my skin tone pretty well. Somebody told me the other day that I should not be slathering it on my hands and slapping it on my face. But if you pat it in, this would take forever. Do you see this, whoever commented? I would be here forever. Mind you, the tapping is soothing, but look at that. No, I don't have time for this. I'm not gonna put this under my eyes because of that fragrance. Whatever it is, I think it's supposed to give that cooling effect on the face, but filter. So the main UV filter is zinc oxide. It does have the titanium dioxide as well in it. It smells like calamine lotion. If you know, if you remember that scent from your childhood, I will pop the price point right up here on the screen. This feels thick when you first apply it. It takes a while to rub it into your skin, but once it dries down after about 15 minutes, you can't tell it's on your face. It no longer feels thick. The pink-ish tint to it also disappeared on my skin tone because it does have a slightly pink tint. It also looks like a natural finish when it dries, which I appreciated, and looks gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous under foundation. This is formulated with snow fungus extract and rose of Jericho extract to provide deep and long-lasting hydration, but I didn't find it too moisturizing for my normal skin type. It also has rosemary oil for its soothing and hydrating properties, so I might be smelling some of that rosemary oil in this as well. It says that it does not leave any white cast. I feel like it did leave a cast though, and I think that this is going to have a weird cast on darker skin tone. I don't know that for sure because of my skin. You can probably tell it wasn't my favorite. It was okay. I felt like it was an average sunscreen. So what more do you want from me? Okay, moving on to the next one. New sunscreen, Dewy Tree. We're on the Dewy Tree train for the third sun. I think I've got 3 more left. 3 more sunscreens left in this video to try out for you. Urban Shade Cover and Fit Sun, SPF50 PA and 4 pluses. Do we think this is going to be tinted because the container is tinted? I don't know. I did put on a hydrating toner this morning, Indie Lee CoQ10 toner. Oh, it is tinted. Why am I excited about this? I am. And one finger looks like that. So we're going to do 2 fingers and then we'll put it in our little 1/4 teaspoon. I hope this is going to be a good tint for me. All right, so there's a little bit on my hand. We're just going to do this so we don't waste it. But definitely 2 fingers was not enough. There we go. Okay. It's a little thick. It's a little thick. It's a little orangey. It kind of smells like cedar. It smells like a tree. This is supposed to correct redness and basically cover your skin. I found this to be more like a BB or a CC cream, having more of foundation-like properties. It's 1.35 fluid ounces. I'll pop the price point right up here. This, for me, unfortunately, had more negatives than positives. The positive is the main mineral UV filter is titanium dioxide. That is the second ingredient on the list. The first is water. You can see I have red skin, right? I have red skin. I'm not wearing blush. I have red skin. And this came up like a yellowy orange on my face. It's yellow on my skin tone. It's too dark. See? This tint did not work for me. I think this tint will work for a very specific group of people who are darker than me with a very specific undertone. I think if this shade works for you, then you probably don't need to wear a foundation on top of it because it did a great job of providing coverage and covering up all my blemishes and old acne scars. It is very thick. I've had this on for an hour and a half and I really just want to wash it off. It's still sticky. If I just push, I don't know if you can tell, but it comes off on my finger. Good news is it's not burning my eyes. It's still very glowy. I don't know. I was very aware this was on my face. I tried putting makeup foundation on top of this and it looked fine on top. I just was still constantly aware of this on my face because of how thick it was. It also has a very unusual smell, like cedar or wood. That's probably not what the smell is. It does have some flower extracts in it, like Sephora Japonica flower extract. But if you are sensitive to scent, I would stay away from this one. I did not test it around my eye area. Unfortunately, I could only test this out one day because it was such a disaster on my skin tone. It might not be this way for your skin tone. Next up is the Urban Shade Cover and Fit Sun Cushion, SPF50 PA and 4 pluses. This is in the same line as the previous sunscreen. It's also supposed to correct redness. I did find this to be a lighter shade than the previous sunscreen. It wasn't as dark. It did sheer out a little better, but it was still too dark for me. It still had a yellowy undertone. I found it to not correct my redness on my face. It also stayed dewy on my face, which is not to my preference. Too glowy for me. It's definitely good for glowy girls. And it just constantly feels sticky on my face. But if you like a dewy, glowy look and you have a shade that works well with this kind of shade right here, you might really enjoy this, especially those of you looking for touch-ups. Here, I'm gonna show you just a little swatch here. See, it's just slightly orange on me and it's thick. This has a very light fragrance. The hero ingredients are pine tree leaf extract to regulate sebum secretion and balance the skin. Contains tea tree leaf water and cypress water for a soothing effect. And it's supposed to blur out blemishes and large pores while improving skin tone in a natural way. I will pop up the price point of this one just in case you're interested right here. New sunscreen day. I am back with the another Dewy Tree sunscreen. This one is, what is this called? Tone Up Sunstick. And it's very interesting. When I first unboxed this, I didn't realize that it had a brush. What? A brush. And it looks like you can take it off to clean it. So I'm hoping this will be good under my under eyes. I don't know how I'm gonna use this. But I thought maybe under eyes and around my eyes to give it a brightening effect, and then I use a different sunscreen on my face. My face is still moist right now. The bathroom is very humid. The only skincare I put on is the ND Lee CoQ10 toner. I'm still in the process of drying my hair this morning. Let's do it on the back of the hand first. It does come off a little clumpy, doesn't it? Oh, look at that. Peachy tone. And buff it. Okay. And look, there's none on the brush because it's so densely packed. How do we feel about brushes with sunscreen? How do we feel? This one I'm very excited to share with you. This is the Urban Shade Peach Like Tone Up Sunstick. And I have been using this for a very specific purpose. Around my eye area. It does have a slight scent like calamine lotion, but it does not irritate my eyes at all. I've got no stinging or irritation, which is fantastic. So you can see it is a peachy shade, but honestly, it just blends in perfectly with the area around my eyes. Honestly, it helps cancel a little bit of the dark blue that I have going on under my eyes. And I love that it has this dense, very soft, but dense brush to blend it in on your skin. I'm gonna continue using this around my eye area because I think it's perfect for that. It's a little too small for me to use around my face, but it would do in a pinch if I needed to use it on my face. It does feel thick, but around my eye area and with the brush, I can kind of shear it out a little bit. I love that it's SPF50. Okay, the hero ingredients are hyaluronic acid and calamine to soothe and relieve itchy and stressed skin while providing deep moisture. It says it's vegan certified and skin irritation tested. I will pop up the list of ingredients here on the screen as I have been doing, and also the price point right here. I would recommend this one for around your eye area, for that delicate eye area, making sure that you get the coverage that you need. Don't forget your eyes. Next up is the Urban Shade Cool Calming Sunstick SPF 50 Plus. Now, I only tried this out once because when I unboxed this product, it flies out. It's not actually stuck to the bottom, but I'll tell you what I can about it. It feels great on the back of the neck because it does. It has that cooling effect. Love it for the back of my neck. It is a glowier sunscreen. It has more of an emollient feel. It is hydrating, and you can still feel it on your face when you use it to reapply. None of the Dewy Tree sunscreens are water resistant, so they're all great for daily wear, but not for pool or water activities. If you're a dewy girl, you might love this if you don't get one that the product flies out of it. It also has a very strong calamine and cedar scent. No, I'm not saying that right. It's a very tree-like natural scent. The benefits are the stick claims to calm irritated skin by lowering the temperature of the skin to prevent skin inflammation, which is incredible technology. I did see some pictures from tests that they did where they show like the light and how the heat of a person's face, and then after they used this consistently, how the temperature on the person's face went down. That was pretty cool technology. It has panthenol in it, as well as aloe, blue agave, and white birch extracts. Maybe it's the white birch I'm smelling. It's also reef safe and vegan with eco-friendly packaging. All fantastic things. It is thin and lightweight feeling on the face, which I love, but it does remain slightly sticky. This is an all chemical UV filter sunscreen stick. Remember, when you're wearing a sunscreen stick, you need to go 3 to 4 times over your face so that you get the adequate amount of coverage that you need. Today is a great day to wear sunscreen. I have an exciting announcement. I have just started memberships on this channel for $2.99 a month. You can become a member of my channel. That will get you extra access, personal access to me. I will have an extra video. There will be special emojis for my members, special badges, and special community posts that only my members will see.